officially recording. We got Nate back. His beard's jumping around. Still no sound, Nate? Nate has no sound.
Truly a shame.
I didn't anticipate on that being an issue, frankly.
I'm actually like really amused by the fact that it's like clearly tracking me, but doesn't know when to like.
Yeah, you look like
Actually, it's probably because it's either light screen, like a light window up top, or a dark window up top. Like depending on the colors that the light my monitor's outputting, that's what changes its ability to pick me up. So.
you're like
But also just like this as a cast invisibility where it's just still my robe and mustache.
You're like a very mysterious figure.
Ah, if only it could still show like my hands stroking my finger.
I feel like I'm going to have to communicate with you to get one of the Infinity Stones at some point.
Oh, I'm sure.
Testing.
Hey, I can hear that, Nate. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Nate, can you hear us?
Guessing no.
Closer.
Testing.
May we speak to Nate?
Anything?
Is Nate here
We can hear you.
with us in this room? Derrick, if this becomes a YouTube thing, I think this could be good because I'll always hide my face, so that way, like, that's part of the gimmick. It's like, who's the half-orc? No one knows.
I like that you're already planning for this alpha test
big.
thing that I'm recording
On
to.
this platform.
It's going big.
I mean,
people have been talking about it.
I do officially have 0 followers on YouTube, so.
Ooh.
And I don't even have a Twitch set up.
Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, it's true. Derrick, how's that sound? Can you hear us? Not good, I guess. How about now? Nope. And he's gone.
It's not... Derrick, are you having the same issue I'm having? Because it's not coming through my headphones for some reason. It's...
Are you me, Derrick, or other Derrick?
Or, sorry, Derrick Moose here.
Oh, he's gone now. But that seems to be the problem Nate has. And...
Yep, did everyone just
definitely
disappear and
booting
not
on-
reappear?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Oh shit! Wait, it's on here now. It's in my head.
My God.
And now this bug is back.
So
Boy.
we're gonna switch to a different platform for video. Is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Right on.
So I think I have to exit out of the thing entirely, and then we all have to rejoin.
Okay, so should we rejoin with the same code, but just click the option that says use separate video?
It'll be a
platform?
different code. I'll send it over to you.
Okay, awesome.
All right, I'm gonna jump out. Oh, Libby, you're not in there too. You're not in there either.
Oh, okay. Wait, so what do I need to do?
Click on More in Skype. Click on More.
Okay.
And then
Skype.
go to Audio and Video Settings.
Mm-hmm.
And the top right, there's a little drop down that should say like USB camera or something like that.
It says HD user facing.
Okay, so click that and switch it to AR webcam.
Oh, it doesn't have that for some reason.
Oh.
The only thing on my drop down is HD user facing.
I don't have it either.
Weird. I guess you guys will remain uncostumed.
Can I turn this? Oh no, weird. I guess, yeah, we will remain uncostumed.
Okay, no worries.
Because we do have a thing, so under camera on the top for AR, under features to show, the only box, wait, ooh, hold on, did I do it? No, I didn't.
No.
Never mind. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Please ignore that.
That's all right. You know, I'm not going to worry about that. We can get rolling and just ignore that. All right, so let me make sure that this looks good. That looks good. All right. Everybody can hear me?
Yep.
Fantastic. So,
yes, sir.
Briefly, I'm Derrick. I'm running this ship tonight. We also have other Derrick, who is coming to us live from somewhere on the West Coast, like Seattle maybe. I don't really remember.
I'm just west of Seattle, like 15 miles from it.
All right, right on. And Derrick, I know through my cousin TJ, the orc. TJ, of course, I know because he's my cousin, and I held him when he was a little baby.
Now look at me now.
And now I can't hold him anymore. He doesn't let me.
Oh, I wish you would, Dan.
We could try it next time.
Oh God.
Katie, I know from college, and a few games now we've played together. Nate, I know through my friend Jen, I guess technically. He is engaged to Jen's eldest daughter. And through Nate, I met both Libby and Jose in a different D&D game. That's everybody.
Howdy.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Nice meeting you all.
Oh, we lost Nate. Nate fell into the void. I'm going to have a drink. And when Nate gets back, we'll start.
Derrick, while we're playing, do you want to see our dice? Is that something that like you can even do?
I don't think I have the option. I think it will, when you roll them. I don't know, try roll something now. It'll pop up into the chat, so if you can't see it on the screen.
Oh, wait, I see. I have to do, let me see. Roll a 1d20. Oh, yeah, it comes over my screen.
Yep.
Looks like a
10.
A 10?
Yeah. But there's also a chat in the bottom right. And if you click that, it automatically sends all of the rolls into the chat.
Oh, into the Skype chat?
No, in ARealm.
Oh, I need to find that again. I can't. Where is it once you're in Skype?
So ARealm's in a different window.
My window for ARealm is just the little control panel that has dice, stats, etc. I don't see anything for chat on here for mine.
Let's see. What if I do this?
Oh, I can go to window mode. Let me see.
Switch to Immersive Map Mode. Oh, now I can hear things too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that out.
Golly.
Oh boy, now it says not responding.
Uh-oh.
What have I done?
Ooh, dear.
Look at that.
Okay, yeah, that's very different. I can hear music now, and I see options and whatnot.
I have lost the option for the chat, though. It is just.
And actually, yeah, I don't see the chat on here either. I just see more stuff than I did before.
Huh.
Well, there's a chat in the Skype.
Yeah, no, there is a chat in ARealm that you are supposed to be able to. Very nice, Nate. You're supposed to be able to, like, it when you roll something, it's supposed to send it to the chat in addition to dropping it on the table like that. But it doesn't seem to be an option anymore. Seems like the
What
chat's
if you
just
look at info? Click info.
I don't have an info.
Oh, well, I found a place that says message and send.
Oh yeah. Oh, there. Oh, perfect. All right, nice. Good job,
I
Katie.
don't know where that is.
It's the scroll. It's the button that looks like the scroll.
Like a message.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I only have it if it's not full screen, but I can't have it full screen and use this anyway, so that makes sense.
How did you get to the immersive mode? You said that there was like, I see window mode.
Came up as an option.
Me too.
Just by like clicking that like triple bar thing.
No, I think that brings you back to the main.
Yeah, that should bring you back to the main menu. Hang on, let me try switching the map. Maybe that'll do it for you, TJ. Let's see.
Ooh. Okay, wait. Go to
That
map
work?
mode.
Oh, that gave me audio.
I don't. Oh, whoa, yeah. I think we're in. Now I hear audio too.
The crowd is very excited that we're there.
Yes. Can I move around? Is that...
Generated different tokens for you guys, but at least it generated tokens, so we'll just use the... I do have normal tokens as well, but can you move each other's tokens around, or just your own? I'm
Oh, I
curious.
moved the map.
Just
I-
us.
Just your own? Okay.
Just move it.
I don't think there's any way to, like...
My token doesn't seem to have a name, but it has a glow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Yeah,
think
mine too.
Oh, okay. So I can see everybody's names.
I can see everyone's names except my own, so I assume that's just a
That must
settings
just be
thing.
how that works. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now.
The streets have no name.
Oh, now it's gone.
I just turned it off. That's
Oh
just
yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Ah, everyone's going green.
going green.
Going-
Apparently, when we switch, that's what happens.
How's my chat volume?
You sound good.
Sounds good.
Very cool.
Okay. Everybody settled in, and we have to pee or anything?
Nope.
All right.
No, but Derek, I do want you to know that as soon as you finish the exposition, I will say, "Oh, sorry, I stepped out for a second. Can you repeat?"
Okay.
That-
But, honestly, the heads up is going to make it even more frustrating, so thank you. I do really
Yes.
appreciate that.
Appreciated.
Yeah. All right. Our story begins, as so many do, in a tavern. Merrymaking is in full swing in the town of Bradbury Hallow. Voices call through streets and music rings from the center of town. The townsfolk play games, feast, and run around in outfits disguising them as creatures that would strike fear or awe. I went real Rhode Island on that. Fear or awe on any other night. But of course, this is not any other night. It is High Harvest Tide, and nowhere is more merry on this night than within the walls of Jack's Lantern. If one were to walk up to the tavern on this night, with its walls varnished in orange, chimney stack in green, and certain windows aglow on all 3 floors, one couldn't help but be reminded of a grinning face sliced into an autumn gourd. Moving through the open, inviting doors in the middle of the grin, one would find a party sitting around the table laden with treats, both savory and sweet. Stuffed pumpkin, apple tarts, cider donuts, and a variety of frothing mugs buoy the spirits of the 7 at the table in the center of the main room. A space is cleared as each rolls dice one at a time, studying their roles and the roles of others. Moving towards their table, one would see a half-orc named Zack. Zack, introduce yourself. You're muted. Solid.
Sorry, I slipped out for a second. I'm back now.
The crowd's
Son
cheering.
of a
The
bitch.
crowd's
Derrick,
cheering.
you
Making
did real
this.
quick. I missed it. Sorry.
I hate you so
Hey
much.
everyone, I'm Zack. I'm just I like hanging out here. I'm a performer here. I sing. It's kind of what I do. I'm really trying to make a name for myself in this place, but people don't always find me the most approachable figure when it comes to a bardic sort of figure. But we're working through it.
And to Zach's left is a halfling fellow whose name is Alton. Alton, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I am Alton Brownbow. I'm a wizard. But not like I don't. Explosions are cool and all. Like I can't deny that explosions are cool, but I'm much more interested in like magic that controls the future and now, if that makes sense.
It's intense.
Badass.
Next to Alton, we have a half-elf, I believe, named George.
Hi, I'm George. I like to shoot things from far away. I don't like to be close. I'm here because this is my destiny.
I mean, everybody appreciates somebody who knows where they're going, I guess.
Alton, can you confirm that? Sorry.
Sitting next to Alton is a dwarf by the name of Krieg.
I'm Krieg, and I'm angry about goblins.
Fair. Who isn't? I mean, honestly, who isn't? Okay. And then next to Krieg, I don't know who's who, so next to Krieg is sitting Kent. Which one of you is Kent?
Yeah, on a trip, business trip, moving goods from one place to another. Don't ask me about it because I don't know. I'm just getting paid.
Fair enough.
Hey Kent, what are you moving?
What place you go?
All right, I'm just joshing you. I'm Zack. That's my name. Zack.
Does Kent have knee-high boots and a vest and a long-sleeve white shirt? He's here for pumpkin spice season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then Kent, human?
Yeah, he's human.
Human, okay. And then sitting next to Kent is Eleanor.
Just Dripp. Everyone calls me Dripp. I'm a gnome. I'm about 3 feet tall, and I'm here selling my potions. But the problem is nobody wants to receive my healing potions because I'm covered in a number of boils and festering wounds.
The thing that nobody knows, though, is that Dripp's got that drip, y'all.
Where do you think the healing potions come from?
Exactly.
Oh,
It's from that
That's
drip.
all. That's the night.
That's it. Thank you. Good night. And if one were to walk up to the table and address you as a group, what would they call you, do you think?
They.
They? Just collectively your group name is they?
Yeah.
Phenomenal. All right. That's not going to get confusing at all. And then sitting in between Dripp and Zack is none other than the man himself, Jack, proprietor of Jack's Lantern, and they's recent employer. So confusing. You lot have just last evening cleared out a bunch of tunneling giant rats from under Jack's pumpkin patch out back, saving a score of pumpkins to be harvested for tonight's celebration. As way of thanks, Jack invited you all to stay for the feast and to be celebrated as the heroes of Bradbury Hallow. Currently, you're all playing a game that Jack has taught you called Harvest. It involves rolling a set of dice one at a time and to try to get to a certain number. And if it weren't already 9:30, we would play through a couple of rounds of it. But since we blew an hour on tech support stuff, we're going to fast forward past that. Hope everybody had fun with the game.
King me.
I can't believe we won 3,000 gold.
Yeah, sure. Who cares? It's like whose line is it anyway? The gold doesn't matter. In the middle of the second game of Harvest that you played, and everybody just had a great time playing it. Really fun game. Everybody enjoyed it so much. A gaggle of kids run into the tavern. They're all dressed up in costume. There's a mummy and a witch and a gargoyle and a skeleton. And they run into the tavern and they yell hi to Jack before running past him and you all into the back apartment where Jack lives with his son Joe. And Jack smiles warmly at them and waves and says, "Good kids," to himself. About a minute later, they come out and one of them, underneath their mask, says, Where's Joe? Is he hiding?" And Jack says, "I'm not sure where he is, but I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Probably just playing some kind of a trick on you all. You know how Joe is." And they all kind of have a chuckle at that. And then Jack's like, "Come to think of it, when was the last time we saw Joe?" And I mean, you all know Joe. You've all met Joe. He's a likable young kid. Freckles, orange hair, just like his dad. Gap tooth. Kind of daring. You might even say on the day he was born, all the soda pop bottles fizzed over. He's one of those kind of kids. And and Jack says, I got so wrapped up in everything. Geez, I haven't seen him in a while. And the Ralph, the kid dressed up like a mummy, says, "Yeah, we didn't see him at all at the festival. We haven't seen him all night." Jack says, "If you all don't mind, just keep an eye on things for a second. I'm gonna look around and see if he's hiding in any of his hiding places in the apartment." And Jack excuses himself and walks back into the apartment. And the merrymaking continues. There's plenty of people in here cheering and drinking and eating and playing games. And outside you can hear more music and more cheering and children's voices carrying through the streets. And Jack comes back out after a couple minutes, shaking his head and says, "Dang kid must be out in the town somewhere. Listen, I know you're all enjoying yourselves and relaxing. Would you mind just going with Joe's friends and seeing if you can't figure out where he got off to real quick?"
Wait a second. Do you know anything that Joe likes to carry on his person by chance? I got an idea.
He's got a slingshot that he always carries with him.
All right.
Is everybody still getting the celebratory background noise?
Yeah.
Oh no, I turned that off.
Yay, kid's missing! Yay!
I thought they were all just really into the fact that he has a slingshot.
The festival keeps going, guys. It's just one kid.
True.
Everybody else is still partying.
Here's the real thing: is have I ever seen this slingshot before?
Yeah, it was absolutely hanging out of his back pocket whenever you saw him running around. You guys have been in town for a couple days at this point.
Okay. Cool. I would like to cast Locate Object.
Okay.
I describe or name an object familiar to me, this slingshot. I sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet.
So you sense the object. Does it give you the direction, or does it just sort of like a ping kind of thing?
I sense the direction to the object's location, so I guess it's a ping from it to me. If it is moving, I also note that it is moving and in what direction that movement is in.
Okay, it is not moving. You sense it. Derrick is real bad with estimating, not other Derrick, but DM Derrick, is very bad at estimating distances. So I'm just going to say a number, and if that is inaccurate to how things would be, well, whatever, it's my town. So you sense it maybe about 500 feet away from you in the direction of the town common.
Cool. I'll say, all right, y'all follow me. I think I at least know where his slingshot's at.
And Jack says, if you don't mind, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah, it's your bar.
Thank you. But kids, go with they, and they should be able to help you find Joe. And the kids all sort of cheer and stuff candy in their faces and do things that kids do.
Is anyone else concerned that Jack is, sticking with the bar while his son's missing? Does that feel like a little? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm old.
It's a little sus.
I mean, listen, he's a independent business owner. You know, he doesn't have. He gave all his employees the night off so they could celebrate the holiday. He's just here doing his best.
He's a real good guy.
He's trying.
We're not at Fantasy Amber Alert status.
So you, the halfling gets up and twirls his mustache and struts out of the bar, followed by the five of you and then 4 kids all dressed up in costume. Is anybody dressed up in costume? Are any of you partaking of the local tradition and donning some kind of outfit, or is everybody kind of just in their everyday work gear?
I think I'm wearing Groucho glasses.
To go with the mustache.
With an extra mustache?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with an extra mustache.
Solid choice. I like that.
Zack is without a doubt wearing a sexy vampire costume, and he's pulling it off.
Like a deep V corset, or like his skin is sparkling?
Deep V corset and a real subtle bite mark on his neck.
Nice.
Just one with a single drip.
Right. And the single little bit of blood out of the corner of his mouth.
Yes. And every time he talks, he kind of lifts up his lip a little bit to really show off that the fang that he spent money on.
Right.
Or actually, I guess Zack already has fangs.
Yeah, I was gonna say orcs already
it's
have
pretty there.
A vampiric orc is not something I've ever considered before, but it's kind of horrifying.
Ken realizes he's not cultural and realizes that he needs to follow the tradition of the town. So when he gets outside, he drops his shirt outside the bar, rubs dirt all over himself, and walks around like a zombie.
I like it. A little improv costume. Very nice.
Krieg is wearing
Oh,
one
sorry,
of
go ahead.
those. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm wearing one of those tuxedo T-shirts over my armor. It does not fit well.
It's completely the armpits are totally ripped.
Exactly.
I love it.
Dripp is wearing a cowboy hat, and in her own mind is a cowboy. But based on the state of her skin, a lot of the local kids who may not be as familiar with her think that she's some kind of a zombie.
Fair. It's a really cool costume. Everybody's like, "Wow, look at her makeup! It's so good."
And then she's preening this cowboy hat is so well placed. They love it.
How about George? Is George partaking?
George is a ghost, but the sheet is blue, and the eyes are a little too big.
I like it.
The entire walk, Zack's gonna also just be singing a zombie.
Is that an original? That's a Zack original?
Yeah, it's something I've been working on.
It's just the word zombie over and over again.
Yeah.
Spooky.
In their head.
So you, Alton, you follow the ping over, and
Yep.
find yourself approaching the the pumpkin carving contest that is ongoing all day here in Bradbury Hallow. How the pumpkin carving contest works is you bring an uncarved pumpkin and any mundane tools, no magic is allowed, and you sit and you carve as long as you want. You can come back. The only rule is that the
no
carving
magic that they can detect.
that they can detect, yeah. The only rule is that you no magic and that you do the carving here at one of the tables, and then when you're done, there's like pedestals set up and a kind of a roped off area so people can't mess with it, and you put your pumpkin up on a literal pedestal, and everybody can see them on display, and then at the end of the night, they will be judged. And it will be decided which one is the favorite. So you walk over, and it's kind of like big time revelry time right now. So there's only a couple people at the carving area, but you do see a guard who is kind of standing there by like the roped off area, and she is a dragonborn in full like town guard outfit. She's got like a town guard, what's that called, a placard, like just kind of like draped over her shoulders, and as you walk up with the kids, especially with the kids, she kind of like gives an eye. I'm trying to get this. And she's looking over, kind of like studying this massive group coming over, and says to the kid who's dressed up like a gargoyle, "All right, then. That's close enough. What are you doing over here?"
Ooh. Hey, so you know Joey? You know a kid named Joey?
Yeah, Jack's son. Of course I know Joey.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that it's like within 30, 40 feet now. Like I can probably almost see the slingshot or like feel where it is.
It's certainly under a table. You're like getting almost directly under one of the tables.
Okay. Well, it seems little Joey here's gone missing, and I'm tracking down his slingshot. That seemed like a good. I've only been in town a couple of days, but I've always seen him running around with that thing. It looks real sturdy, real nice.
Joey's always got that slingshot.
Joey is what he does.
Yeah, he's a slingshot. It's all the time. All the time with him.
All the time.
Oh, Joey String Slingshot.
Joey slingshot.
Joey two strings.
Joey two bands.
Yeah, Joey two bands.
I've never called him that, but sure.
That's what he is now.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like trying to track him down. No one's seen him. I figured we might as well hunt down the slingshot, and I'm getting a bead on it right over here. So if you don't mind me just like making my way through, excuse me, whoop, and I just like move. I don't wait for permission.
Yep. She kind of gestures, is like, fine. She's concerned with the roped off pumpkins. She's not so concerned with somebody crawling around under the tables. So yeah, it pings. It brings you right to his slingshot, which is kind of there, half under a pile of pumpkin guts, and you pull it out from the pumpkin guts that have been discarded under the table there, and you also notice that there is a sheet of paper that's like wrapped around and like tied around the handle of the slingshot, and kind of almost looks discarded underneath the pumpkin guts. You see there is a very small jack-o'-lantern that somebody clearly like carved and didn't care for, so they just discarded it and put it there.
All right, I show this to the rest of the crew, and I'm like, well, seems like something went awry here, and you said there was a note?
Yeah, a piece of paper like wrapped around the
Yeah, I'll
handle.
pull that up and take a look at it.
It is a child's drawing. I want you to picture Kevin McAllister's like Home Alone plan. It's like that caliber of drawing. There's a it's ripped. It's not the whole thing, but it says step 3. And there is a stick figure that says me with an arrow pointing to it. And said stick figure is carrying a bucket just brimming over with goo, kind of kid drawing goo. And there's another arrow pointing to that is labeled pumpkin guts. And then there are footsteps extending from the stick figure heading back towards the tavern.
Well, I mean, clearly it's not to scale, but like the concepts are sound.
It seems like it's about 500 feet. I mean, if you look at it, it seems like it holds up.
Oh, Joey Two Bands, you old coot.
If I know Joey, this is him. And I know Joey.
I lean over to the pile of pumpkin gook.
Yep.
I put it in both my hands while I'm on my knees and scream, Joey, no. What happened to you?
I wipe a single tear from my eye. Joey, I hardly knew you.
That's it. Congratulations, guys. You found what happened to Joey, and that's the end of it. You solved my pumpkin guts puzzle. Good God. Good job. Alton, you also noticed that the discarded jack-o'-lantern is like softly glowing of its own accord. It's not like there's no candle or anything. It's just sort of glowing in there a little bit.
I thought the rules said no magic.
The rules did say no magic. However, this pumpkin, as soon as you don't even have to like really study it, but you know that it is enchanted somehow, so that the eyes of it will glow brightly whenever there are creatures that are hostile to whoever is currently holding it within 100 feet of it. Otherwise, it functions like a normal lantern.
Can I kind of like scan the crowd and see if there's anybody watching us or like looking at us and the pumpkin specifically? Anyone that I would perceive as having like bad intent?
I was gonna say, can I roll a investigation check?
Yeah, well that's what I was thinking.
Looking around, you don't see... Nobody seems to be paying attention to you guys specifically, or like kind of side-eyeing it or anything. And Moria kind of leans over and she says, I don't know if it helps at all, but the kid, I saw him coming from the Cyclops Clamor game over yonder. He had a big old eyeball hanging around his neck. It's like it's the prize you get from the game. You drop an eyeball. I mean, you'll see it. It's hard to miss. But
Joey Two Chains winning the Cyclops Clamor? God damn.
Yeah, he was doing it, I guess.
I suppose we should check it out.
Sounds like an idea.
Yeah, can
Well, bring
anyone
that new
spot
friend.
me? I really could use one of those eyeballs. It sounds pretty cool.
Idea. Eyeballs.
I want to pick up the jack-o'-lantern that glows when people are a threat to it, and I want to carry it with us.
Okay. Cool. You have a magical jack-o'-lantern now. You can add that to your inventory or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, just across it's like the town commons where the fair is being held. And just across from you, excuse me, is obviously it is the game Cyclops Clamor. There is a wooden ladder set up. It's about 6-foot ladder with a platform on top of it, and you see there's a kid up there right now, and he's got a rubber ball painted like an eyeball. Excuse me. And Beneath that is a piece of wood at an angle. You and I would recognize it basically as like a cornhole kind of setup, except it is painted with a cyclops, and the hole is where the cyclops' eye would be. And you see that the kid from 6 feet up is trying to line up the drop so that he drops the eyeball into the thing. And he does. He drops it in, but then it bounces back out, and the gnome who is working the booth goes, too bad. Nice try, kid. Nice try. Next. Come on. Let's keep it moving here. Keep it moving.
Typical carnies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good line for this particular game, and there are several people in line right now. They're kind of, because they get up there and everybody's taking a while to try to aim the ball, etc. So the gnome who's working is really, come on, let's go, next. And you see she's got like white paint all over her hands from painting eyeballs, clearly. And so what are you guys doing?
I want to shove my way forward past folks and be like, excuse me, pardon me, missing child coming through, and try and get my way to the gnome.
Okay, I mean it's mostly kids, so you have no problem just kind of shoving past a number of children.
Fuck out of the way.
I'm sitting here in my chainmail with my shield and my warhammer, just
hey,
casually
ow!
tossing
Watch
kids.
it, mister! And the gnome looks up. You think you remember her name is Veppy. And she looks up as you walk up, and she doesn't seem particularly concerned with you pushing your way up to the line. She just looks up at you. Not much up at you. And says, all right, 1 silver.
What do you think, guys? Do I go for it? Do I play the game? Or do I
Definitely
just
play the game.
I don't know. Do you think you got skills to pay the bills?
I don't even know if I can climb this ladder.
Well, that's around.
Said, all right, Veppy, I'll trade you. I will play 1 game. I will give you 1 silver.
Great,
And
that's the
you have
name.
to
Go.
tell us.
Move.
All right, jump it up.
You pay, you play. That's how it works.
Right on. All right, so I chip her a silver. I start climbing the ladder.
All right.
I say, yeah, but we're looking for a missing kid, but I cannot resist the urge to drop this ball into this cornhole now. I'm excited.
She's like, there's lots of them. Just look around. And she's like taking money from the next kid behind you in line already. Like, she's not paying attention to anybody. She's kind of just all over the place, trying to watch people and make sure they're not cheating and watch the line. And so you climb to the top of the ladder. Congratulations, you solved my ladder puzzle. And so you can try to chuck the ball as hard as you can and try to kind of get it in under the board from popping out, or you can be a little more crafty about it, or a little more pay attention to the angles and try to just sort of finesse it in there.
I'm going to reinforce it.
Yeah, I kind of. So please make an athletics check for me.
Athletics. Those are my abilities. Where are my skills? There they are.
I don't know.
Did that work?
It did.
What did it do?
You rolled a 15. Oh, hey, look at that. +4 is 19. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
You should say what you rolled on top. That would be a nice thing to add.
I didn't see any of it. So.
Oh, no? Oh. Well, I did. That's okay. So, yeah, sure as hell, Krieg just hurls that goddamn eyeball, and it bounces in, and you hear it clamoring around in there, but it does not bounce back out. And Nippy's like, hey, we have a winner. All right. And she reaches down into a separate case and gives you a little decorative eyeball on a cord. You can kind of hang around on your neck. And she's not paying super attention, and you notice that she kind of, this one wasn't in the chest, it was sort of next to it, and she hands it over to you, and as soon as you pick it up, you know that there's, pardon the pun, more than meets the eye with this eyeball. Because when you grab it, it is like looking around of its own volition, and it kind of like murmurs a little bit to you, and it says, "What's your name?"
I look at the eyeball, and then I look over at Alton, and I go, "Halfling, the eyeball is talking to me."
Well, don't be rude. Talk back to it.
My name is Krieg Eyeball. What is your name?
My name is Eyeball, Krieg. Hello. You're my friend now.
This is sweet.
I have made a friend. I equip the friend.
So
Look at you. This is growth. This is what I've been talking about.
you, Krieg, you now have a friend, Eyeball.
Friend Eyeball.
Eyeball is loyal to you and will obey your telepathic commands. While it is within 100 feet of you, you can choose to blind yourself and see through Eyeball instead.
Oh, sick.
Eyeball has an AC of 5, 1 hit point, a floating flying speed of 60, and a plus 10 perception score.
Cool.
You don't have to
So
remember all
basically,
that. I got it in front of me.
if you drop this eyeball, it is dead.
Well, it floats, so...
Oh, okay, we're good. We're good.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about dropping it, but...
Don't bump it against it.
Yeah, bumping into something. So Veppy looks up at you, again, not a lot, but a little bit, and she says, "So you said there was a kid missing or something? I don't know why I'm from New York all of a sudden, but I am. Deal with it."
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
So
Yeah,
I look at her and say, "Hey, Betty, kid's like yay tall. Got a slingshot all the time. It's this slingshot. Well, who has the slingshot?"
I think Alden has it. I don't know.
Alden.
You got it now.
Yeah, I have the slingshot, but you can borrow it. Go for it.
It's proven a point.
Yeah, it's Joey, the Jack Lantern kid from the bar.
Oh, yeah, Joey. Sure. Yeah, he was over
Joey
here. He played
Two
earlier.
Band.
Joey Two Bands. Yeah. He,
Hey, you see where he's been?
yeah, he spent his last silver playing the game. He was wicked pumped that he won. I'm from Boston now, not New York, and he was excited because he said he had spent all of his money saving up for a special cloak he was going to go pick up over at Crawley's.
Oh, I know Crawleys and I know Cloaks.
This kid's got cloak money.
Yeah, well, not anymore. He spent it. He also, I did see him begging with Fortune, and she points kind of across the way. There's like a haunted labyrinth set up. You can't see my finger there. Haunted labyrinth. It's like a kid's attraction kind of thing. But there is an elf who is standing over there, and Veppy says, "Hey, I saw him talking to Fortune too right after he left. He left here."
Fortune, you say. Also, out of character, do feel free to interrupt me. I don't need to be the driving force of this party for just no good reason.
I mean, you can see the future. I feel like that's helpful.
It's only a little bit.
Hey, what did you roll for your rolls, by the way?
A 20 and a 17.
Hot damn. All right.
Yep, somebody's gonna crit something.
So, what else do you do, my friends?
All right, so I'm going to go talk to Fortune.
Okay.
Totally disregarding what their name was. I'm just going to go up with a random name. Is this male or female?
Neither. The elf, You get over to the elf, and you note that they are not like a true elf. They've got blue hair, and they're wearing sort of this like moon band thing, but they're not clearly male or female. They seem sort of purposefully androgynous.
Well, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Hey Betty, you seen Joey from Jack Lantern, the bar down the road? He's about this tall. You know, two bands. We're talking about two bands right now.
And the elf-ish person sort of just looks you up and down, and then turns away from you.
Zack kind of comes up behind, like really strutting it. What I didn't make this clear before. Zack's like stylish. That like costume isn't Zack. Like Zack is like strutting in, and he's like, he comes up to wait, Jack. What's your character's name again?
Fortune.
Ken.
Yeah, he goes up to Ken, and he's like, "Oh, Ken, yeah, I didn't. Oh, hi, I'm Zack." And then I like hold out my hand to be kissed.
Yeah, Fortune takes the bait. They kind of lean in and just ever so slightly brush your knuckles with their lips.
My hand's staying. I don't move my hand. I'm gonna leave it here for a second.
You
gonna
touch
say,
them?
yeah, and then slowly go back. And then I look over to Ken and I go, checkmate. and then I go, sorry, Fortune. We're looking for a young boy, Joey, you know, Joester, Joey Two Strings, Joey Eyeball. We all know Joey.
The Joe Meister. Yeah.
The Joe Meister.
Yeah, Joe Arama. Yeah.
Joe Migler.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, Joe came over. He was asking to have a crawl through the haunted labyrinth, and you look over, and it's like low tunnels, and they're sort of separated by like canvas. Basically, it's like little canvas tunnels that you kind of like get down on all fours and crawl through.
Zack is 6'8" and 300 pounds. This is gonna be a tight squeeze.
A very tight squeeze. And Fortune says, you know, he came over and he wanted to crawl through the labyrinth, but he had spent his last silver winning an eyeball thing over at the Cyclops deal. I felt bad, so I let him do a couple things for me, and then I let him crawl through.
That's just the kind of person you are, huh, Fortune?
You know, I mean, everybody deserves it's a barter system. You know, it doesn't have to all be about money.
That's it.
Out of character question, I'm 3 feet tall and 45 pounds. Is there anybody who's smaller than me, or am I our best option as far as crawling under this?
Alton
I'm
might
also a halfling, so we're probably pretty similar size,
Alright,
but you might be a little smaller.
Okay. Gotcha. Perhaps I could go through the crawl space.
You're welcome to. It's 2 copper pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna pay that.
Well, you said it's a barter system. What if I maybe write you a song, Fortune?
I'd have to hear the song, I suppose.
Okay. And then I sing the most beautiful song they've ever heard.
All right, make a performance check. Let's see if you can back that up.
See it's happening.
Okay. Stats. Trying to hunt it down. Here we go. Performance. Did anything go?
Yep, it's rolling right now. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a 23. All right. So.
And thank you.
You've actually like there's a crowd, like people have kind of come away from whatever they were doing to watch this performance. You see like a couple of people are wiping tears from their eyes.
And this is what he does for 2 copper. Imagine what you could give if you pay him.
Fortune says, I mean that was clearly worth more than a copper. I'm gonna ask that you don't go through the labyrinth, just because I'm pretty sure you would tear it apart.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
any of your friends who, not the dwarf either, any of your friends who want to go through otherwise, though, more than welcome to. I asked Joe to, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I asked Joe just to run a couple errands for me. I had him run over to the Sweet and get me a bag of candy corn. And Fortune kind of like lowers their voice a little bit, like, get me a bag of candy corn. Kind of like looks around, as a snack kind of thing. Some people aren't, they're not favorable for autumn's most delicious treat, but
In Fortune, those people would be wrong.
I see. That's what I'm saying. Would you like some? And they pull out a bag of candy corn.
I would like nothing more than some of your candy corn, Fortune.
So you get a handful of candy corn from Fortune. And
you gotta put them on your fangs now.
Yeah.
I stick them there, and then I put one in a little pocket right here, and I just kind of rub it and I say, "This is for later."
So you get,
Derrick, I don't like the way I'm flirting with you. You're my cousin. This feels
No,
weird.
this isn't Derrick. This is Fortune. Where it's
Fortune.
it's
Thank you.
It's different.
And in character.
And you just put the mask.
I'm
back
going
on.
to take this moment to go just question the crowd that has amassed for Zach's performance.
Okay.
Before he goes, I'm gonna take one of my potions out of my knapsack and then kind of just dump it all over him, and go, rosemary and wormwood, good for removing the stench of failure. And then I'm gonna flick the 2 copper back at what's your name? The one who is successfully flirting with Fortune.
Zach.
Yeah, I'm gonna flick the 2 copper I would have spent to him and be like, thanks for the savings, and then I'll go all space.
Unfortunately, Kent, the Dripp is a gnome, so when they pour the potion on you, it's mostly at crotch level. So it just sort of looks like you pissed yourself now.
That's where the failure comes from.
But it smells good. So, TJ, in that mix of candy corn, there were 4 of the pumpkins.
Oh, nice.
You get.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, they're the best ones. The pumpkins, these pumpkins specifically, aren't just candy, but each of them will heal 1d6 hit points when eaten.
Oh shit! Did I have 4 of them?
Yep.
They are good pumpkins.
Very good. Pumpkins are the best ones.
Very cool.
Best ones,
And
absolutely.
it just further shows how good candy corn really is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just here. I'm not going to say I have an agenda or a side on the debate, but candy corn is one of the best candies you can get this time of year, and everybody should like that. Or at least if they don't like it, Katie, they can keep it to themselves. That's all I'm saying. I don't need meme after meme.
Wait.
Excuse me, I was just coughing.
I apologize for interrupting your coughing. However, this is clearly just the new pineapple on pizza, and we have to stop letting these fake issues divide us.
Pineapple on pizza is fantastic.
I'm here for that.
We're
too.
not rehashing this out. I'm just saying, candy corn, whether it's delicious or not, that is a personal choice, and I do not give a shit.
I just don't need the memes anymore. Stop the hate. That's all I'm saying.
I think I would eat it if it were on pizza.
I'd try that.
Forbidden laundry.
Are you actually, Nate, or is that just?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I'm allergic to corn
corn
and
and
corn
candy corn?
products. There's corn starch and corn syrup.
Oh no!
I never knew it was anything adjacent to corn.
Joke.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Corn
I
syrup.
feel so much guiltier now. This whole like past 10 minutes you've been discussing the importance of candy corn to the storyline.
All good.
Oh,
Candy
man.
See,
corn
We're,
products,
we're
and
in a
corn
fantasy
accessories.
world where I can enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it's okay.
Escapism.
So, Kent, you kind of head over to the rest of the crowd that is amassed before they disperse. What are you doing? What's your approach?
I'm gonna come up, and I realize that there's a spill on my groin region, so I'm going to just hold my knapsack in front of my legs and kind of act shy about it, I guess.
You're also
Pretending
shirtless and covered in
to happen.
dirt, so
What a look.
That's fine. That's fine. Realizing this is just part of the zombie uniform, I'm going to put it back on and say, "Oh, it's just a stain." If anyone asks.
Fair.
I'm gonna approach the crowd like a zombie, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, have you seen Joey?"
Yabba dabba doo!
Joey Two Bands, Joey Jack-O-Lantern, Joey, Little Joey,
J-Dog.
Joeytron.
Joey, Bobo, you know, Joey. P5, Joey.
Joey.
Joe Star.
Nice. Joey and the Pussycats. One of the there's like it's mostly kids. There's some adults, and one of the kids says, "Oh, yeah, he was. I don't know why everybody's from New York tonight. He was over talking to. He was over at the dunk booth earlier this afternoon. He was talking to Encel over there, but I haven't seen him in a while."
Out of character, you said dunk booth, and my Rhode Island ass immediately thought Dunkin' Donuts.
He was getting an extra large, extra. With 3 shots. I don't know. I don't order coffee. I don't know how that
Thank
works.
you. You said Ant Hill at the dunk booth.
Encel.
All right, Ant Hill, got it. Awesome.
So,
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go talk to Anthem at the dunk hole.
Oh, sick. I know Anthill. He loves the extra from Dunks.
His body runs on it. I more than once tonight, I have wondered, Derrick, if you just have a bad audio connection, and then I forget that this is a character choice, and then I remember that this is a character choice. But it's definitely several times I'm like, oh, he can't hear me. Oh no, this is just how this works.
Bad with names.
I like it. So you head over to the dunk booth. Meanwhile, Dripp is crawling through the tunnels of terror. It is a poorly lit, not that that bothers you, canvas tunnel. There are a variety of rubber spiders and snakes that are just sort of on the ground that you have to crawl past. And at one point you have to crawl through something sticky, which I don't know that your character even notices.
No, probably not.
And then you come out the other side. How do you feel about that?
Victorious.
All right,
mostly.
you made it. There is only one path through, so it's not really a labyrinth technically. More like a zigzaggy tunnel, but the spooky zigzaggy tunnel does not have the same ring to it.
I'm gonna report back to the group and say, "No, Joey, only sticky substances."
I love it. While Dripp is doing that, and God, see now the ironic thing is I can't remember your character's name.
Kent.
Kent. I keep wanting to call him Luke. I don't know why. I guess I got like Star Wars in the brain.
It works metally.
Yeah.
Meta.
Elite.
Yeah.
Either way. So Kent's walking over to the dunk booth, and Dripp is crawling through the tunnels. What's everybody else doing?
I'm practicing with my floating eye.
Okay. You're my best friend.
During all of that, I'm going to cast Detect Magic as a ritual, because I believe I can cast as a ritual, and just like take the time walking through to just like note whatever magic's going on.
Okay.
Like whatever allows me to do that, because I'm a wizard and I should be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't disagree. The jack-o'-lantern that that Dripp has is magical. That's the only thing over there actually that pops up as magical. Ooh, actually, as you walk by the dunk tank, and Kent is kind of over there talking to the half elf who's sitting on the seat. There's like a stack of cheesy paper witch hats, and one of them is like 2 down in the stack is radiating magic as well.
Good to know. That magic from the stairwell. If I focus on it, I believe I can figure out what school of magic it is.
The stairwell?
Yeah. You said there's a magical source coming from there?
The dunk tank?
There was the magic over by the dunk tank, and Dripp had the jack-o'-lantern that was radiating magic.
Then I must have just misheard. Then I'll go with the dunk tank. I want to know what's going on with that.
Okay. Focusing on that, it has a... what would that be? I think that would be... it glows with a green aura, which indicates to you that it is transmutation magic. Not very strong.
Okay. Is there anyone there that's like just been dunked or is about to be dunked?
There's just the one guy who's like sitting on the bench that Kent is currently talking to.
All right, I'll just listen in on Kent's conversation then.
All right. So, Encel is sitting on this little bench over a big pool of clearly frigid water. He's got a silly little hat on. He is a half elf. He is sopping wet and seems fairly chipper, despite the fact that he's sopping wet on this cold autumn evening. The booth is just like a big metal what's the word? Trough. Big metal trough, basically. Trough?
Drop?
Trough. I don't know. And there's like a target in the front of it, and it's rigged up to a thing, and there's like a rope with a seat suspended to it, and clearly it's rigged so that when you hit the target, the rope lets go and drops all the way down from the tree it's suspended on down all the way into the pool. And the tree itself that it's suspended on is like a gnarly, like black twisted ironwood tree that it has no leaves on it. It is just like one of those real like wild sort of spooky trees you'd see in a Halloween picture. But it's just like almost, it's not quite, but almost dead center in the town common here, and the dunk tank booth is set up next to it because they needed something high to run the ropes from. So Kent, you're talking to Encel, who is in the middle of telling you that Yeah, he did see old Joey Two Bands. If you can dunk me, I'll tell you what I know. How about that?
But I can.
It's 1 silver to play, my friend. You get five throws. And if you can dunk me in those 5 throws, I'll tell you what I know.
I think that Zack is kind of within earshot, and he just kind of like hymns over to Kent. He goes, "You've got this, Kent," and I give him a little bardic inspiration.
Nice.
So you get a 1d6
Alright.
to an on it.
What? I give him the silver, and I get ready to pitch him.
All right, you just got 5. Like, I mean, they're they're not baseballs, obviously, but it's like a homemade kind of hard thing wrapped in some kind of sheepskin, and you get there's like a line you stand at, and you throw the ball. So to do this, you will make a ranged attack.
Ranged attack?
Yep. And as a fighter,
Okay.
you have proficiency in thrown weapons, simple thrown weapons. So it's your dex
And
mod.
plus dexterity?
Yep, yeah, dex
Oh,
mod
sweet.
plus proficiency.
Plus
That's
a
a D20?
1d6 if you want it.
D20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use the 1d6 after the fact if you want to.
All right. I got a 17.
Okay.
Wait, 17. Yeah, proficiency in dex is 21.
Yeah. So first shot, Kent just hits that thing dead center. Ding!
Nice.
It goes off, and Encel drops into the water, and the whole seat that he's sitting on just plummets into the water, and he splashes down, and he stands up and he's laughing. He's like, "All right, well, you you didn't waste any time there." And he takes a towel and he dries himself off a little bit, and he hauls the seat back up, and he reaches out of the tank and grabs one of the witch's hats, and then it's Alton and Zack are kind of there too, so he grabs 2 more, and he tosses 3 witches' hats to you, Alton including the one that is glowing magically.
I'll point at that one, and I'll grab it in the air with Mage Hand and like pull it towards me.
Ooh, fancy.
So it ends up looking like it like chose me in a way. Like
Glowing hand just sort of comes up and pulls it down to you.
is Mage Hand visible?
Mage hand is typically visible, yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, sure.
Unless you have if there's like a special thing a feat I think you can take to make it invisible, but.
All right.
It's that rogue subclass.
Oh, there's a rogue. Yeah,
Trickster.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
My character in your game, Nate, has the telekinesis feat,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that lets you do
That's a pretty powerful
invisible
ability,
mage
too.
hand too.
Yep. No, so I'll just Mage Hand it over to me. Just kind of like toss it. Maybe do like one of those those like hat spins
Yep.
that you can do, but like do that with Mage Hand.
Nice. It looks cool. You have a witch's hat, which, while wearing the hat and holding a broom or similar cleaning appliance, lets you have a fly speed of 60 feet.
Nice.
I put on the hat.
It functions for a total of 10 rounds in a day.
Cool. And I can just choose to activate it?
Yep.
Fuck yes.
Did just Alton get that? That was in the magical one, right?
Yeah, Alden snagged the magical one.
So then, yeah, I think that Zack sees how cool it looked and just kind of like shrugs and says, "I don't need a hat. I'm okay." And then kind of leaves the stand.
I mean, they all look the same, like just kind of a black paper hat with like a fabric band around them. But yeah, he definitely made it look cool. So Encel looks at you, Kent. And he's like, "Well, he had mentioned he was setting up for some kind of big High Harvest Tide Eve prank. He's gonna prank all his buddies. Something about something involving a lot of pumpkin guts.
Step 3.
Is he about to Truman Show them on Halloween?
I don't know what that
I
means.
think it's about to
The
be a
cheers got so
Nickelodeon
much
Kids
louder
Choice
when
Awards.
that happened. It's like they were confirming.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Ansel says, "Yeah, that's all." He didn't get into specifics with me, but he mentioned he was setting up for a big prank tonight, and he had a bunch of stuff to do.
Hey, would you happen to have any pumpkin goop around?
Joan, I'm fresh out of pumpkin goop, but there's a whole bunch over at the pumpkin carving tables.
All right, thank you. I was
Anytime.
genuinely concerned. Sad.
Because there's no pumpkin goop. What's George up to this whole time?
I think George overheard that. So I'm gonna head over back to the pumpkin area, I think.
Okay.
And see if I could see any trails of pumpkin guts leading anynewhere.
You look around, and it's actually like a pretty well maintained area. There's no like big obvious breadcrumby trails of pumpkin guts or anything over here.
Where did Fortune say like he picked up a cloak or a cape or
He was going to pick up a cloak, he said later, over at Crawley's Cloaks.
I will head that way then.
Okay.
Wherever that is.
I'll follow along.
It's down kind of like, so all of this has been in the town common, and then there's like a main street, and you can see like most of the shops are closed, but there are a handful that are open. There's light streaming out. The doors are open. One of them has like a bowl set outside for passerbys to come by and grab a treat, that sort of thing. Everybody loves a treat. So George and Krieg head down Main Street over to Crawley's Cloaks, which it's maybe like a 5-minute walk. The place is pretty quiet, and it's got a very like tranquil feel to it. There are cloaks on display all over the place. Obviously, it being a cloak shop, and there is a tiefling who is kind of sitting behind a desk making some alterations to something. Oop, that's not. What happened to Crawley? Crawley's not usually a dragon man.
Thanks for joining us, Trogdor.
I go up to him and say, "Excuse me."
There he is.
Hi. I'm George. Well, no, I'm a ghost, and I hold up my blue sheet. A sad ghost. I'm blue. Get it? Anyway.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance, Sad George.
Not really sad. I'm just pretending to be.
Oh, good. Tonight is the night to pretend.
Anyway. Do you know Joey?
Yes. The Innkeepers Son, yeah?
Yeah. I think he has a lot of nicknames, but I don't remember any of them.
Oh. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, that guy. That faint voice. He knows a lot of them. Did he happen to come in here earlier?
No. He was supposed to come pick up a cloak, but he never did.
It's a little sus. Okay. You don't happen to know what he was going to use this cloak for, do you?
I'm not at liberty to reveal my client's business.
Even a possible missing client who's very tiny and vulnerable?
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Oh, that won't go well. I'm a sad ghost. Okay, do I just click it in this thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know what that side of things looks like because I don't have access to it.
Oh, well, I see a
Wow.
guy in there.
It's a 13.
Does that mean I'm mildly persuasive?
So, mildly, but you can tell by his face that not persuasive enough. Crawley says, I understand, but I don't think that information would be any help in this scenario.
He's missing his slingshot. I bet that was his only protection.
He's a quick-witted child.
Who's in here with me?
I'm here.
Krieg.
Yeah, I was gonna say Krieg's here. I want to butt in and just be like, if I don't know how well you know this child, but if something bad were to happen, would he have a place that he would escape to? Do you know?
I don't know him all that well, unfortunately. I believe he is fairly well acquainted with a number of the folk running the carnival games tonight. And he hangs out with a gaggle of children often as well.
Yes, we met the children. What
Short.
do you think, George?
They tend to
Well, he's either running other errands before coming here, or something happened to him. Either way, I don't think we're doing much good staying here.
Indeed.
'Cause- Oh,
Would you like to look at a cloak?
no, because you wouldn't give me more information. So
Ooh.
I
That's
flipped my
right.
sad blue sheet and walk out the door.
I turn around and follow and give him the old watching you.
Have a pleasant evening.
I'm following, and then I'm gonna take a black vial out of my cloak that has really nothing in it, but looks terrifying. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it along the doorway, and then look at him and toss the bottle over my shoulder and leave.
He seems.
Zach's also gonna be behind, and he's gonna pop in and be like, "I'm just gonna grab one of these," and he's gonna grab a business card, and then all of them follow. I just gotta get taken.
We make alterations.
Beautiful, love it, love what you guys do.
So walking out of Crawley's Cloaks, you see, I think Kent and Alton catch up as you guys kind of exit the shop, and directly across the street from you is the Sweet Suite, which Fortune had mentioned sending Joe off to pick up the bag of controversial candy.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
This feels like a perfect time for a group slow-mo walk as we all enter the Sweet Suite and approach Joey.
While this is happening, do I walk by any pumpkin goop of substantial amount?
No
No
substantial amount of pumpkin goop, unfortunately. There was a whole bunch of it under the tables at the pumpkin carving contest, though. If you wanted to double back.
Yeah, I'll have to come back for it.
All right. And is the running theory here that Joey has turned into pumpkin goop and is like leaving pumpkin goop slug trail all over town? Is that?
Based on context clues, that's not the case.
Okay, all right.
It took me a couple minutes to deduce that,
Fair,
but there's other reasons why I want pumpkin goop.
All right, I'm just trying to get into the
Those are his personal reasons. Okay.
personal.
So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
ask
fine.
him
That's
about
fine.
that.
Your reasons are your own. I'm not prying. So you walk into Sweet Sweet, and it has that wonderful candy store in autumn smell. Candy stores always smell good, but in the autumn they smell better. And this one smells fantastic, like sugar and caramel and maple and all sorts of wonderful things. And you walk in, and there are a pair of twin halflings who sort of look up at you from their stools where they're sitting at. They are dressed identical, just in opposite colors. One's in orange and one is in green. And one has shoulder-length hair and the other one has a shaved head. And they look up at you and say, "Hi, welcome to Sweet Sweet."
Zack goes in their face and just starts singing, "These are a few of my favorite things."
They immediately start clapping along.
And listing it off.
They're immediately, they're just into it.
I'm going to swiftly ask for if they have any raw, unprocessed, organic, or not organic pumpkin goop.
This guy with this pumpkin goop.
Preferably sweetened.
So the one with the shaved head looks at the one with the long hair and says, "Rook, do we have sweet pumpkin goop? You know, Ren, I thought that we were talking about that. Didn't we talk about that? We did talk about that, but then remember we were worried about the fly. Oh, the flies. Yes, you can't. The flies in the candy store. You can't worry about. You don't want to bring flies into a candy. It's not a great idea. So didn't we then? So we were talking about maybe trying like apple peel strings to kind of hit that same market.
While they're going, Zach's gonna look over to Kent and he's just gonna kind of go, "Can I interrupt, or do you wanna take this one? How are we gonna approach this? Because I feel like they're gonna keep going. We got the ball rolling here. They're not gonna stop. We gotta go."
I think you're right. I think we just got to press forward. I think they're going to be very distractible unless we say, "Hi, how's it going? We're trying to look for Joey. Where is Joey at? What is the plan? Why are you two dressed like this? Did you choose your own colors?"
Joey.
That's good.
Well, yeah. So actually, it's a funny story that you mentioned that because I'm Ren. This is my brother Rook, and so I chose Ren's colors, and actually Rook chose mine, which is, I think, that's
okay. So this is the situation where this joke is actually funny because you're the ones doing it as opposed to anyone else doing it. Good.
Yeah. This is. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a funny thing. It was just we could never decide. We'd stand there for 20 minutes. Like, are we gonna wear the red one? Are we gonna wear the green one? What's the plan?
Joey.
Listen.
Joey.
I'm gonna just jump in there. That is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh wow! Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
It was so good. But there's this kid Joey, and we were really wondering.
Joey with the red hair and the freckles.
That's him. Yeah, Joey Bowie,
Yeah.
David Joey. He's
Joey bag of candy corn.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey bag of candy corn. He came in earlier. He got some candy corn.
Okay. And he left after getting the candy corn?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. He took the candy corn and he left.
Was it any special candy corn or just normal candy corn?
I mean, he bought the bag of candy corn.
Yeah,
all candy corn.
All candy corn, especially candy corn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Especially the pumpkins. The pumpkins are the best ones.
Did he say anything to you, or just take the candy corn?
I think, let's see, what did he say, Rook? He walked in, he said, "Hi, Ren, hi, Rook." And then we were like, "Hi, Joey, how are you?" And then I think he said, "I'm having a pretty good night, or a pretty good day," because it was day, obviously. And then he said he wanted some candy corn. We said, "Sure, we'll get you some candy corn." So then we got him some candy corn. And Rook, didn't you talk to him at that point while I got the candy corn? Yeah, I did. I was talking to him about his plans for tonight. And he said something about he had big plans, but he didn't really want to talk about it too much. But then remember, I did. Oh yeah, you did get it out of him, right? Yeah, and then so we got him the candy corn, and then
No. What'd you get out of him, though?
No,
Yeah.
it was. I mean, it was 3 silver pieces for the bag of candy corn. Yeah, so we got 3 silver pieces for the candy corn. Was how much
No,
it
what
was.
what
And
did
then-
he
No,
tell
no,
you
no.
about his plan?
did he tell us about the plan? I don't think he told us about the plan. No, you remember he did. He told us about the plan. He said he was doing the thing tonight with the. Yeah. What did he say about that? It was something about.
About with
I
pumpkin
can't-
gook?
Pumpkin gook. No, I don't remember pumpkin gook. Pumpkin gook. No.
It
Oh
was
yeah,
about
you know
me.
we were
It's
talking
about me.
about you. I've never met you before.
Yeah, see the little paper. It says me.
Oh, is that you? That's a great. You did a good drawing.
No,
it's very
no,
nice.
it's
I'm
not
very proud
you.
of you.
It's me.
Well, it's obviously not me. It's too tall, but it could. I mean, I guess it would be too tall for
Who's
you
on
too.
first?
First what?
I start hitting my head against one of the candy walls.
Ooh, please, if you could be, because those are
Very
actual. Okay, thank you,
Very
because
gently.
those are actual candy, and
They
it would
put a
be.
lot of work into growing those.
Yeah, it
Hey,
takes a lot.
Derrick, can I try something? I'm gonna just kind of start like with one of my string instruments, playing a really soothing sort of melody to try to slow them down a little bit, almost like a lullaby, just kind of like giving them a little eyebrow, like
Yep.
this a little bit, and just like bling, 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 bling.
Make a performance check for me.
Okay. Takes a second to get there. Okay, performance. Let's see what you can do. Oh, that's... Wait.
It's it's fine.
Has to be.
Buys them a breath.
It slows them down because they were just about to get into how the walls were formed, and you kind of like it's enough. It's clearly starting to work, but it's not quite like you miss a couple chords.
I'm a little out of tune.
Yeah, relaxed is not usually your genre, so you're having like a little easy listening's not usually your thing. So you're like
Alright.
you're slowing them down a little bit, but you're not quite there.
I'm gonna make an attempt and talk like they do. So I was just wondering where Joey went, because Joey was at the bar earlier. They saw him earlier, but they haven't seen him all day. And he's about this tall. It's Joey Two-Ban, Joey Lou, Joey Didgeridoo. You know, Joey
Meister.
Two-Ban with the slingshot. Oh, he's missing a slingshot right now. Anyway, right now we're looking for him because he's missing, and he's possibly a pile of pumpkin goop. We don't know. That could be his current state now. We have no idea. All possibilities are on the table. I just want to know if you have seen him, what his plan was, that kind of thing. If you could lead me in any right direction, that'd be awesome.
So the slow tempo that Zack had begun starting to build immediately just vanishes. And I mean, Joey. So yeah, we call him Joey Bag of Candy Corn because he came in, he bought the candy corn, and it was 3 silver pieces for it, I think. And then he said something about he was gonna go and he was gonna take the we talked about the pumpkin goop. We wanted to get the pumpkin goop and we try to run it through like some sugar or some maple syrup, something like that. And you try to process it, but it doesn't. It's too sticky, and it doesn't really taste good. And nobody wanted it. So then we were thinking maybe
Sticky spot.
sticky spot. Sure, yeah, you get sticky spots everywhere. I mean, it's maple syrup, it's pumpkin goop. It gets sticky. And then we were talking about maybe we're gonna carve apples. You not carve them obviously, but peel them. You peel the apples and you take the peels. And then Joey's not here. No, we told you he left. Joey's not here anymore, right? He left. Yeah, it was.
What was Joey gonna do?
Joey, I don't know. He was gonna do something about he bought the candy corn. Yeah, you said that right. I know I said that right. But after he got the candy corn, he was gonna.
I'm going to do a dangerous thing.
Ooh.
I'm going to detect thoughts on them.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Okay,
here we go.
You better go Inception.
let's see.
Let's get the book.
Yeah,
The walls of the
look that
candy
one up.
shop are going to start bending
if they're-
upside down.
I think they're at the point where they're giving us the runaround as opposed to just being in character, but I can't tell for sure, so I'm gonna just make the call and do this. Also, this will be my second level spell for the day. I'm done. I'm only gonna have first left.
Oh,
man.
no.
Well, I mean, I planned to be mostly non-combat. Oh god, where's detect thoughts at? Demi-plane.
So you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. As an action, you can shift your attention to another creature or attempt to probe deeper, which targets a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
So you cast the spell. It's got all three components.
Yeah.
So you're like, you're standing there doing stuff. You have to flip a copper piece in the air and start chanting as it flips in the air, and as it flips, it like sparkles and kind
catches
of like,
their eye. Or something.
and then all of a sudden you're, which one? You picking Ren or Rook?
Ren.
Okay, so you pick Ren, and you get, it's disorienting because you're getting half thoughts as their,
as opposed to a complete thought.
Yeah, you're getting half of a thought about pumpkin good, about this, about that. It's almost exactly what one of them is saying. It's just like stream of consciousness, attention span of a goldfish.
As this is happening, Zack is just gonna yell, Joey in the Jets. He's gonna go. Just keep saying Joey.
Give me another performance check, please.
No, my portent foresaw this, and I'm gonna burn that 20 on this.
On his performance check?
On his performance check. You crit this one.
Okay.
I'm giving you that for David Joey.
Well, thank you.
All right. So, as Alton is sort of like, kind of studying this copper piece and divining into the mind of one of these two halflings, he just reaches over and you're about to miss a string and he hits like one of the lower notes and you're like, oh yeah, I should just play this in like a lower key, a little bit slower. And you start kind of, you take it down tempo, and then it is like the most beautiful, even more beautiful than the song that you performed back in the Common. You just are like, you play this gorgeous rendition of Joey and the Jets, like really tuned down and slow, and everybody's kind of like swaying to it a little bit and kind of grooving, and the two halflings are both sort of, and Alton, you get their thoughts like begin to kind of start to coalesce and slow down as they are focusing on the music, and you pick up. It's almost like a scene, like a cartoon drawing of Joey coming in and them talking about candy, like three children essentially talking about candy, but everything is slowed down so you can understand it. And Joey says that he's going to lure his friends to the pumpkin patch after dark, and was thinking about leaving a candy trail to kind of like have them follow, but then he dismissed it because he didn't have any more money because he already bought his cloak that he had to go pick up as part of the prank. And then so Joey left with his, we lost TJ. Joey left with his bag of candy for fortune, and then a minute later, they both kind of have this shared memory of there he is. I lost my train of thought. The shared memory of a guy in like a tuxedo and like a pretty creepy zombie mask came in and was asking them questions about what Joey was doing. It's like a weird electronic buzzing outside my house right now. So if I get zapped into nothingness by aliens, know that I died doing what I loved. And so the creepy guy asked them about Joey and like what he was buying and what he was doing, and they weren't evasive. They just sort of did what they did, and he got frustrated and left.
Wait, so he said he already picked up his cloak?
He did not. No, he wanted to buy some candy to lead his to leave a literal trail to lead his friends to the pumpkin patch where he was setting up his trap, his prank, not his trap. But he didn't have the money to pay for the candy because he already had bought a cloak. He already paid for the cloak. He just had to pick it up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, while Zack is playing that song, Alton, you get all of that out of their heads.
Hot damn. Holy hot damn. Message is what? 20 is just like whispering at a distance, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you make it so that only the target can hear.
I will. Oh god, I'm trying to think of like how to summate that, but I'll say that my character summates that and like whispers that to everyone in turn as this goes on for, I assume, another like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, it's a low tempo song. It's got a 4-minute 10-second runtime.
Yeah.
It goes into a little bit of like Yellow Brick Road for a second there. You kind of start getting others.
Yeah.
We just vibing. Cool. Yeah, I distribute that knowledge and make sure that we're all on board with it.
Okay.
And then also, I need to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back.
Sure. Gonna take a 5-minute bio. Anybody else have to go?
Yeah, sounds good.
Take 5.
Yeah, I'll
During
just
the
solve
5
this whole
minutes-
thing real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, you let me know.
During the 5 minutes, I'm going to acquire a disgusting amount of pumpkin goop.
But from where?
The carving area. And when the guard asks, I'm just gonna say, "Yeah, we need this. It's it's evidence."
Just evidence. You're just carrying it in your
Oh,
arms.
To take this down to the
No,
station.
so I put it all in my backpack.
You're coming with me.
Okay.
A good smuggler knows that no one's gonna want to reach into a backpack with pumpkin goop, so they're not gonna find what's under it. And 2, I'm a zombie, so I start smearing it all over myself to be more fit.
Oh.
Nice.
Right.
Also minimizes chafing.
It's true. It's good. I mean, not that you're wearing a shirt right now, but it's good on the nipples if you're jogging.
Oh man,
Well, yeah,
this is like the physical downfall of Kent. Is this campaign?
It began immediately.
do
I'll
I-
be right back.
Do I have like a separate sack?
I don't know how to answer that question. I'll think about that and get right back to you.
Okay.
I have returned. No, actually, I should probably take another 2-3 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
I've thought about it. My answer is yes. You do have a separate sack.
I do have a what?
Oh, Derrick was asking if he had a separate sack for pumpkin guts. I think he does.
Alright, say that again.
What was that?
You say that again? You cut out for a second.
No, I said you do have a separate sack.
All right, I fill that separate sack
All
instead
right.
of my full regular backpack.
Smart. Oh, we lost Libby.
Oh no.
And we're back.
All right. Just wait for.
Sing us a song, you're the Joey man. Sing us a song, man.
'Cause we're all covered in pumpkin guts, and it's got us feeling alright.
Dun, 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 dun.
All of the flies, bum bum bum.
They're all over Ken.
It's just like flies stuck to his body all over the place.
Sing us the song, he's the pumpkin man.
Where art thou, autumn spirit?
What's that?
What's that?
All right, Nate's back.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm back and I brought pretzels.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
Pretzels are like, I feel like they're the perfect D&D snack.
the perfect everything snack. Dip them in chocolate, eat the peanut butter. Anything else you want to eat? Okay, so Ren also mentions as when the song finishes. Oh.
Are we missing someone in the party, or is that just my screen?
Are we missing
Oh no, Libby's still gone.
Libby?
Okay.
I'm back, I think.
Okay. Cool. There she is. What was I say? Oh, so Ren, when the song finishes, they both applaud and are still like kind of down tempo. And Ren says, "Wow, that was great. You did a really good job with that song. Thank you so much." And
Thank you.
Rook says, "Yeah, that was beautiful. Hey, you were asking about the Pipkin kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
He there's a guy who came in here dressed like a fancy zombie going to a dinner party or something. He was asking about him too. And then he after he left us, he walked over down to Mixes by Rasmus, which is the he kind of points, and he was in there for a little while, and then he came out and tucked a bottle of something in his pocket, and wandered off.
Well, thank you very much. It's very helpful.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too. And then I lean really, really close, and I say, "Can you tell me about your family lineage?" And then I walk away.
And Ren's like, it's interesting actually that you mentioned that, because as you all walk out, Kent, the Rook, tosses you a bag of candy floss that is it looks like spider web. It's got little like fake candy spiders in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hey, on the house, good costume."
Thank you. I then, obviously knowing what to do with this candy floss, start also applying it to my body.
So you pull it out of the bag, and it's a little bit sticky, and you sort of put it over you, and it looks like it looks like you're now draped in spider webs as well, or cobwebs, and through it everything looks a little bit different, and you know that once per day, until you wash it off, You can focus your vision through it, and you will be able to detect magic as the spell once.
Hmm.
So everybody,
Do I use all of it right now?
you can absolutely.
Oh,
Can you repeat that one more time? I was paying attention elsewhere. I'm so sorry.
No problem. Kent got an item that lets him detect magic once per day,
Oh, hell yeah.
and he immediately uses it.
Oh, wait, do I know this? Do I know this upon application?
Yeah,
Damn.
you don't have to use it if you don't want to.
I won't use all of it. I'm going to apply some to my body.
So it's like a whole. It's almost like a veil. Like you kind of put it over yourself, and
Oh,
it looks like
Anybody
it looks like you're
tells
covered
him no.
in cobwebs with little plastic spiders, but it also has the magical property that lets you detect magic once.
all right. So I can activate this whenever.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I put it on.
Yeah, and you just activate it whenever you want to. All right. So where to, guys? They
I
mentioned
think
that.
to that spot where
got
he
the-
went after their spot. The potion stand.
The-
It sounds like he went there.
The potion place. Mixes by Erasmus.
Ooh.
That is
You mean Daddy R?
Big Daddy R.
Big R.
Yeah, Reynold. I love that guy.
Makes great
If we
rap.
go to the potions place, I'm gonna just like be like a little miff to just keep making like noises because clearly everybody doesn't think my potions are good enough.
But what if we were going to go there to shit on their potions, to just like gossip about them?
Ooh, I
Just
kind of like
gonna
that
do
approach.
that
Very
little,
good idea. Very good
little
idea.
skit from Sweeney Todd.
Why is that my character? That was an accident, but I'm down. Yeah, I'm gonna be closer to Jose. What's your character's name?
Alton.
I'm gonna walk with
Alton
Alton and be
Brown.
like, I bet they don't even use enough bugs in their potions. Not nearly enough bugs.
Let alone eyes.
We're friends now.
In friends.
You walk down the street a bit and into Mixes by Erasmus, which is a upscale potion shop. Rasmus is there wearing a obviously fake green mustache and a large ridiculous crown, and he looks up. He's an older guy. He's got a number of obvious scars on his body. I've used the word obvious way too many times in this last sentence. He has a golden sun necklace around his neck, which everybody would recognize as the symbol of the Morning Lord, who is the god of light, but not like the Game of Thrones god of light. He's like a genuine, good god kind of generic type thing. This is clearly like an upscale place. This isn't like your dank kind of potion dungeon. Dripp, I imagine, hates it immediately because it's so classy. Everything's like really sleek and clean and shiny. There's no spills anywhere. There's no bugs crawling around. It's all like locally sourced ingredients. And there's potions, but there's also he does healing potions. There's mundane potions. There's drink mixes. All sorts of things. And you walk in, and Rasmus says, "Good evening. How are you all?"
We're doing great, Rasmus. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing well, thank you. Can I interest you in a mixer?
Sounds to me like we're already starting one.
Hey now,
I go for a high five immediately.
to Alden or to Rasmus?
Alton.
Okay.
They're both. I put both hands
Both
out.
hands
for
out?
Both of them. Like, yep.
Rasmus like slowly extends his hand.
Yeah, Rasmus, you know, we're looking for this tall, kind of fancy zombie suited guy. Came in here, got a little black vial potion. Kind of bugged out after.
Yeah. He was wearing like a kind of ornate kind of cape thing, and
Bingo.
some kind of it wasn't. Yeah, he had like some like zombie makeup or something on. Or if it was a mask, it was an impressive mask because it was like the mouth moved and everything.
Yeah, he when he came in here, we just ran into him in the street. We didn't catch his name, but we were just wondering if we were trying to meet up with him later. He told us to come here to pick up a potion. I forgot what he said it was, but he said we needed to pick it up too.
He make a deception check for me, actually.
Deception. $12.
So he kind of like raises an eyebrow and says, "Yeah, I mean he picked up the potion already. He was buying a sleeping potion. He said he needed to help him get some rest for the evening. And then he left. I'm not sure. I don't have any other potions in stock for him."
Okay. Yeah, because we're supposed to go to we're going to like a slumber party later with him, and we're gonna go into like a sleeping trance kind of group vibe mentality kind of thing, you know. It's kind of new.
Yeah. Sounds it.
But unfortunately, he didn't give us his name though. Like, did you catch that?
He didn't give me his name either.
Oh, damn. I'm not sure how we're gonna run back into him.
Rasmus, listen, I'm gonna level with you right now. We're part of an elite crew of real sophisticated, high-class people. We're friends with the guy who came by. We're just gonna see how cool you are. We want to see if you can hang at the slumber party of legends, because that's what's going on tonight. This is the night of the harvest.
I think I'm gonna stop you.
slumber
I'm gonna
party.
stop you right there, my friend. I think I'm good. Yeah.
You're good on the slumber party.
Yeah,
of the
you know,
harvest slumber party.
Me and the wife, we're gonna settle down. We're gonna kind of chill out. She was actually supposed to stop by with dinner earlier, but she hasn't come by yet. But you know, she gets busy sometimes. But yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have a kind of a quiet night. You know, just the two of us.
There is no reality where we are getting this dude to come out if he's already got food on the way.
He's Captain.
Oh, hey guys, I think they said the slumber party for the harvest, for the sleep trance sleep that we're going to do with Joey at the harvest, that's going to happen at the pumpkin patch. Do you guys remember that? I give it off a very obvious wink.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I definitely recall that.
There's a child going to a sleep trance party.
Yeah, no, it's a new thing. It's medicinal. It's medicinal.
It was his idea.
So Joe Pipkin came up with the idea to round up a bunch of adventurer heroes and put them to sleep tonight together.
Does that sound weird?
It does sound weird. Yes, it does. It truly does.
When you lay all the facts out like that, it may sound a little weird.
It sounds a lot like you are all just coming up with whatever comes to mind first. I have an idea. Let's try this. Just ask me a question and I will give you an answer. How does that sound?
Where is Joey?
I don't know. He hasn't come in tonight. I did see him meet the fancy zombie-looking fellow over by the common after that guy left my business. I watched him walk out because he gave me kind of a weird vibe. and he met up with Joe. Joe seemed like he knew him. Joe gave him a dripping sack full of something, and the two of them made their way back towards the tavern, I imagine.
The pumpkin guts.
Have we just been following people trying to make pumpkin cider?
We are about an hour behind, so that might be where the plot goes.
I mean, they need to start that process months ago.
Maybe we should just check out the pumpkin patch.
You might be right.
All signs lead to the pumpkin.
That could
I
happen.
think Ken's been wanting us to go there for the entire night, so let's start making it over there.
Sounds like a plan.
If you see Joe, he dropped a rubber spider in the street, and I grabbed it, but I didn't catch up to him. So if you want to give it back to him for me, and he tosses a rubber spider over to Dripp, who has just been like evil-eyeing everything in this place the entire time. And he like puts a big smile on and tosses a rubber spider over to you, Dripp.
I'm delighted, and I'm going to like hold it really close to me and be like, "Thank you for the gift."
It does belong to a child, but
Yes, and now to Dripp.
he chuckles. He's like, "Well,
Many thank yous.
fair enough." Libby, Dripp now has oops, I dropped my card. A magical rubber spider.
Yes. What kind of magic? What does it do?
You can throw it up to 30 feet, and all creatures within 10 feet must make a DC 14 intelligence saving throw or be frightened by the jumping spider.
Yes! Oh, this is her favorite thing in the world. Excellent.
So you
Can I
guys...
immediately do that? I'm just going to throw it into the crowd. I just want to do it. I just want to see it happen.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of walk out of the store and chuck the jumping spider, and a number of townsfolk look and scream and flee from this jumping spider.
Amazing.
I'm going to pick it back up and just like stroke its head and put it in my pocket and say, "Present."
And as you bend down to pick it back up, and you notice that there's a pile of gooey, kind of mostly dried at this point, pumpkin guts, just kind of there in the street.
Sticky substance.
Good lord. There's got to be a better euphemism than that.
No, this is my new favorite Libby character.
Well, for the second time today, I guess I'm going to be following the sticky substance.
So you guys start following the sticky substance, and it is very much a breadcrumb style trail of just drips of this like mostly dry pumpkin gut that leads back towards Jack's lantern.
My man.
But then as you get to the tavern, it
This
veers.
goes all the way to the top.
It veers and goes around the tavern.
Ah.
Continue
This
following it.
motherfucker literally just ran a trip and then just went off to the side, and we just all missed it.
You're so focused on that slingshot. You all rushed right out for the slingshot. Nobody saw the trail.
Well, I mean, it's Joey Two Strings. What else did you expect?
Yeah,
Joey, two.
you know how Joey Two Strings do.
God damn it.
So you follow the trail around the tavern and promptly find yourselves back in the pumpkin patch. that you were in just last night after having cleared out the tunnels of giant rats. Well, let me turn off. I'm not Rasmus anymore. Except the pumpkin patch is somewhat changed now. It is no longer... Where'd my thing go? Do that. It is no longer just a pumpkin patch, and in fact, they were supposed to have harvested a bunch of the pumpkins today for the festival. But when you get there, there are giant jack-o'-lanterns growing all over the place. Lights pouring out of them. And a path that leads winding up to a massive 20-foot wide grinning jack-o'-lantern with a big mouth entrance.
Whoa. I wish to enter the jack-o'-lantern.
And the dripping trail leads up to the jack-o'-lantern, where you see a sack tossed to the side, discarded by that main jack-o'-lantern there. Oh, I can't click and point at things, but that main jack-o'-lantern. George, give me a survival check, please. Hey-o! That's a crit.
Yo!
Woo! Hell yeah!
So, George, walking up and looking around, you immediately replay this scene in your head. There are two sets of footprints, one a child's and one a man's. Suddenly, at the entrance, where the bag was dropped, there was a struggle, and then there is one set of footprints, and it is there that he was carrying him. Thank you. Into the giant 20-foot jack-o'-lantern. Where Joey was apparently scooped up and carried into. And peering in through the mouth, like I said, this thing is a glow, but you don't see a light source anywhere. It's just kind of glowing from within. Peering into the mouth, you see that there is one of those rat tunnels that you guys had filled up has been unfilled and is inside this jack-o'-lantern.
Fascinating.
Well, I guess Joey's dead, huh? Let's go enjoy the rest of the festival, I guess.
All right.
Do we still have that little glowy pumpkin?
We do. I do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip out the pumpkin.
Its eyes do not glow any more than typical.
Ah.
Mm.
What if I'm gonna take the pumpkin and go flying up in the air.
The eyes don't change as you leap onto the broom that you stole from the halfling's
Oh, it's
candy shop.
the hat that makes me fly.
Well, but you need you need a
Yes, I need a broom.
or other cleaning appliance.
Who has the
How much to
eyeball?
propel.
I have ammo.
You want to throw the eyeball in there?
Yeah.
And I know he's your friend, but you know.
I'm just gonna whisper him like, "Hey, pal, I
Yeah.
want you to go in there."
Okay,
I'm just gonna fly right in.
I'd be glad to. I go in. So he flies into the thing. Are you making yourself blind so that you can see out of eye?
That's right.
So you dip down into the tunnel, and it about 20 feet down, the glow kind of dissipates, but you can see that the tunnel continues for quite some way, but there's nothing and nobody down there.
I see. So yeah, I definitely like just sort of recount that to my friends here. Tunnel is dark and goes down for some way. By the way, Derrick, am I supposed to be able to see the board anywhere other than on your video screen?
I think you should get like an option to go into interactive map mode. That should make it pop up for you.
If I was an option for interactive map mode, where would I live?
I don't know. Let me flip to a different map. Let's see.
Because I had map before. I no longer have map.
I
do
don't
have
know.
map. Does everybody else have map?
Yes,
I
have
have
map.
Am I in the right room?
There.
Oh,
Did I join the right game?
Who are you people?
That'd be weird if you were in the wrong one all this time.
I wouldn't actually be super surprised. I think the Skype plugin is agnostic to that.
That's true. So it's not popping up. There's no like thing that says go into map mode or anything. Whoa. What just happened?
Oh, who did that?
Somebody turned on together mode.
Together forever.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
hmm.
There we go. Okay, we're back. So everybody but Nate has the pumpkin patch map.
Yes.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
it. I'm trying to figure out how to use it.
That's a new one.
Update that.
Oh.
You're currently sharing your screen, Derrick. In Skype.
Toolbar.
Oh my.
Let's see. Is there a way I can take that back? Yes. There we are. Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing you really need to worry about on that map anyways. Nate is like
Okay.
flipping back and forth. Like, oh, okay, it's better. It's stabilized. You were, nope, still shaking. It's like trying to find the
No,
proper
that makes it
resolution.
worse.
It almost looks like. Yeah, that does make it worse. Weird. So, a giant invisible bulldozer comes along and pushes everybody into the pumpkin and down the tunnel.
I was
Rude.
totally
Ooh.
going to go in there anyways. It's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna go in.
And following the tunnel, it goes a lot further than you remembered it going last night when you were following and chasing giant rats. It goes for quite some time until it opens up into a like a cavern almost with a massive stone door on it.
Who wants to knock?
I will knock. I'm
I
gonna
want to use my stone
spot.
cunning to see if I can recognize who built
I
the door.
have thieves' tools I can use to break into it.
So your stone cunning, Nate, tells you that this door has been here. It is of dwarven make, and it has been here for a long time, longer you suspect than the town itself has been here.
This door is old.
The architecture in this is something that your father's father would have used.
And out of style.
It is the bell bottoms of doors. Although maybe those are back again. I don't know what's hip because I am an old white man.
I don't think it's bell bottoms though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
don't-
know.
I don't know that there's anything that's hip anymore.
Yeah, I think Hypnus might be dead.
As I understand it, it's hip to be square, but I don't know if that's true anymore either. Derrick, you bust out your set of lockpicks. I really killed Livy on that one. You bust out your set of lockpicks and go to unlock a lock, and there's no locks.
Did we knock yet? Did you knock yet?
Nobody knocked yet.
I knock
It
with the
is-
spider.
It kind of just like flops. It's a rubber spider and just kind of flops against the stone. And the door, it's a like double doors, and the doors creak open ever so slightly,
Ooh. I'm gonna walk in.
like this. Which they shouldn't do because they're stone doors, but there's something they haven't been oiled in a long time, and that really bothers you, Krieg.
I take a nice little smidgen of pumpkin goop and put it in the hinges.
Perfect.
It's quieter next time.
It's just and then you test them.
D40.
Yep. You move them back and forth a couple times, and you dust your hands off. There you go.
Works every time.
That's your problem right there. So you guys enter into what looks to be a crypt. Let's see. Move you all back here. There is. Can everybody see that? Did that pop up for everybody?
Yeah, I can see this. This is pretty cool, I gotta say.
It is.
Yeah,
I do like it quite a bit. Oh, I got to resize everybody. You're all way too big.
Is something supposed to pop up in Skype?
No, just in the in ARealm.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I just can't get it any bigger. It's really small.
There should be a way to change
Oh, this
that.
is so cool.
I don't know what it is. Trying to resize everybody so that you're not giants, but it might not matter. It's very frustrating.
Am I supposed to be able to see myself?
No, you should be seeing like it would be like your character's perspective.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing like above everybody.
Oh, I think
Yeah, it
that's
seemed like the whole.
Yeah, I'm
map
definitely
that
getting
you
like a
showed.
top-down sort of view.
Oh, really?
In
Yeah.
Skype, I'm seeing, the back
Same.
of somebody's head.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that larger.
Don't either.
Okay.
Is it
I feel
also like
immersed.
2
Either
inches by
way,
1.5
like,
inches?
yeah. I mean, we should definitely play around with this, but also I think it's a little late to start playing around with this entire other chunk of this workflow and app.
Yeah. I'm just trying to resize everybody so they're not taking over the whole
Yeah.
map.
Valid.
I got everybody but Kent. Kent, for some reason, I cannot resize.
It's the pumpkin gook. It adds.
He's-
It actually creates.
Oh, there we go.
His
I got
character goes from medium to large.
He's just
Just
Gonna
so
cast a
covered
large
in
person
goop.
on you real quick,
There we go.
if you
Okay.
don't mind.
So yeah, you are in clearly what is an old crypt. There is a doorway to the north that is the only exit out of here. There are 6 sarcophagi arranged around the chamber. 4 of them are open and 2 of them are closed.
Yeah, I just gotta be honest. This is not my comfort zone. I'm gonna have to just. You let me know what you need from me, but I'm gonna kind of be good over here behind y'all and let this I'll help how I can. I look big, but to be honest, it's just not in me.
So also, I'm no longer seeing anyone in Skype.
I'm not either.
Yeah, no, it's-
except for.
Except for
I'm seeing from my character perspective.
yeah, it should just be your character perspective. Well, we can see TJ. He looks insane.
Yeah, I think what you can do is if you go to the camera thing again in ARealm, you can adjust to like if you want to turn the camera off, then it just automatically goes to your miniature.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But then I don't see anywhere to like get that miniature bigger, but
All right. Can I inspect one of the open sarcophagi?
Absolutely. You walk over to one of the open sarcophagi and see a human being wrapped in bandages, and looking over at them, it opens its eyes and says, and reaches out. at
Okay.
Can we put the lid back on?
you. The lid was already off this one. Please roll
I-
Put
initiative.
it back on.
Oh yes. Oh, okay.
Oh boy. All right. I think we can roll. We should roll initiative, but also like I do not think I'm mentally prepared to handle starting combat at this point.
Okay. If you got to drop out, you have to. That's okay.
Yep. Well, are you going to continue playing, or should I just like bow out now? Like,
Yeah, I mean, if everybody else is good, I am going to keep playing.
Well,
But
I can stick it out for a fight.
all right.
yeah, I mean, we're obviously not going to get through the whole thing, but
Okay. Then yeah. Let's keep going. Disregard what I said. Not roll initiative.
okay. I want to at least get one combat in just to see how it runs. So
for a -1 initiative, Derrick, that's the best initiative that I've had. If we played like 42 sessions last time, I don't think I got an initiative that high.
I got a 3. The Roll20 curse has followed me to another app.
I got a 9.
I got a rock.
Oh. Where am I clicking? Because I think I didn't. Oh no, I did. Never mind.
So
I lied.
it's a great question,
Man,
and I don't have the
Skype
answer
is
to
just
it.
refusing to let me see my own perspective, no matter what I'm doing.
It's just super tiny.
It's just in the corner, and like
Yep.
I can see an ARealm, and I get the like Derrick's view essentially.
Hmm.
But
Did we lose Libby again?
Oh, am I lost?
Oh,
You were on the grid for some
I can
reason.
hear you, but yeah, you're not up on the
yeah.
image.
Here, I'm gonna turn it off and on again.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh, there we go. That
Oh.
works.
Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Weird. It's a bevy of technical issues tonight. So, Zack, you see Dripp kind of leaning over the sarcophagi as this mummy reaches up at her, and you have, despite saying this is not your comfort zone, you have first action.
And so like she's right on top of the mummy.
Yeah.
Boy, I am. I'm gonna be like fuck, and then I'm gonna look right at the mummy and I'm gonna say, "You're stupid," and cast vicious mockery at it.
Okay.
I was
Perfect.
hoping that's what you were doing.
That is a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yeah, and a wisdom save of 12.
Okay.
Damn it.
I got a
Right.
10.
Nice.
So
It goes for a second.
you hurt the mummy's feelings.
Oh.
And I do 1d4 damage, Derrick.
You do.
This is
But
gonna
more
be intense.
importantly, you really
Hang
bring
on.
that mummy's feelings.
Hang on. Okay. Like the one. Rolling it.
The deuce.
Oof. Oof.
Two damage.
And the mummy goes, oh. And then, George, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Okay.
So I just click that. Am I rolling? Did it do anything? I don't know if I clicked the
Not
right
yet.
thing.
No.
Okay, let me try again.
Okay.
No, I think I clicked the wrong thing again.
Oh, you rolled a
Hold on.
D8.
I know, that's the wrong thing. Because it turns into a little hand. Okay. Now, did I roll the right thing?
There you go.
Okay.
No, that's a fumble.
Boo.
So George gets the longbow out and pulls out an arrow and just like kind of not expecting this thing to just sit up out of the crypt, George just drops the arrow.
Rookie mistake.
Yikes.
Now I'm really sad, Ghost.
Yeah. Alton.
Boo.
I'm going to find the mummy in front of me, whichever one it is, and I'm going to cast Firebolt. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I have to roll my to hit first.
Yes, please.
Whatever
Yes.
that is, +4.
That was a 16 plus 4. You absolutely hit.
Cool. And do you want me to re-roll the 1d10?
Did you roll it already?
I did, but if you didn't
Okay.
see it, here it goes.
Oh no, I got it in the chat there. Yeah, I see it. Nice. We'll keep the first one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you turn around real fast, and Alton hurls a firebolt at this thing, and it's half sitting up, and it just hits it and immolates the thing.
Hell yeah.
It is still shrieking, and I mean, it is now shrieking. It's still moving around, but it is mostly burned away.
Dope.
But kind of on fire, it reaches out and just swipes a hand at Eleanor. Eleanor, your AC is 11. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, an 8 does not hit. So
No, it does not.
it is on fire and panicking, and it completely misses you. You have no problem jumping out of the way, and then it is your turn.
Sweet. Okay. All right. I am going to. Do I want to waste this right now? Yes, I do. Okay. So blindness and deafness is only on one creature, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna cast blindness on the one closest to me that's trying to take a swipe at me.
It's just the one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast blindness on him.
Okay.
All right. So that's spells level 2.
A save on my part, I imagine.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to actually cast this.
Let's see. Con save. If it fails, it is blinded or deafened, your choice.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't actually have to like click it or anything.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right. So I will choose blinded. It is blinded now.
Okay. I got a 10. I'm assuming that does not save.
It does not.
All right. So it's already flailing and on fire, and you see it's like whipping its head around now.
Excellent. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my movement to move further away from it to. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where everything is here. I can't quite see which token is mine from the angle that I'm at right now.
You're the
Oh, it's
one
the scrolling
directly.
one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to kind of get over here with everyone else.
Perfect. If you click on your token and then hold Control and move the mouse wheel, it'll change your perspective, like the direction that you're looking. FYI.
Oh, I zoomed in. Yay.
I don't actually have a mouse. I have like a click pad. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I have no idea how that works. Krieg, you see this blinded, on fire mummy just kind of groping at nothing. Did we lose Nate?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right.
However, do I have a mini? Where is he?
Oh, there you are.
Okay, because I don't have access to the board still. So.
Oh yeah. For some reason, you alone are in the tavern still.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. Oh, switch to Immersive Map Mode. Go.
Yay.
Oh shit! Now I get sound too. Okay. Where the hell are we?
Oh, everybody just reset.
Sorry, guys.
Well, that's all right. We're not going to worry about it. It's too late to worry about that.
It is indeed too late.
Krieg.
Well, I'm going to use a second level spell slot to cast Bonk.
Okay.
It's an ancient dwarven magic with my Warhammer.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just going to hit it.
Yep.
We're gonna put that fire out.
The old-fashioned way. With an axe.
Did it roll?
Ooh, it rolled. You got a 12. Which...
This is like my whole job.
Oh, actually, you have advantage because it is blind.
Oh, okay, great. I'm gonna
The
try
12, I'll tell you though, the 12 does hit.
Yeah, well, let's see if we crit though.
But you can always try to crit. You got a 12.
The exact same roll. Nice job, Nate.
Yeah.
Good job.
So
Very cool.
So you bring the axe down and chop it.
For 7 damage.
7 damage, and it ceases to move.
You are a mummy no longer.
It is not a mummy anymore. It is now dead.
A deadie.
It's a deadie.
Again.
Nice. That's good. And as it collapses back into the sarcophagus, that you hear a metallic kind of clanking noise, and you see a chunk of metal sort of fall out of the scorched wrappings.
Ooh, piece of candy. Gonna grab it.
It
With
looks
my
like
hands.
it's kind of hot, but you sort of toss it back and forth, hand to hand, hot potato style. It looks like a chunk of a shield with it's got like a part of it looks like it's broken. There's like obviously like a top part and a side part to it, but then it's kind of curved. And there's like partial kind of a circle there with like an upside down triangle in it. You're not sure what that could be. You can make a history check.
Sure, yeah, I'll try that. See if I can recognize
with
that.
disadvantage.
Can't see the dice, but I can hear them.
Looks like you got a 15.
That was the first one. Let me try it again.
Okay. There should be an option, I think, like a toggle for advantage and disadvantage when you roll. So I'm told. With an 8, you have no idea what that could be.
Okay.
But you've got a new shiny for sure.
It's definitely interesting.
So I think it's almost midnight. We'll probably wrap it up here because there's like a whole dungeon to go through.